Hey Nessies, it's Netta from Florida Zone 10A. I done did it again. Well, first of all, this is about some seeds. And my goal was I wanted to find I wanted some nematode tolerant seeds. So I was told that the Charleston bell pepper is a nematode tolerant seed. And so when I was on this site here called, y'all see that site? Reamer Seeds. Let me see where they're outside of. I think they're in Minnesota. Where are they from? So I put this order in on July 21st, and it came yesterday, and I've been waiting patiently. Maryland. They're in Maryland. So I had ordered some Charleston bells because they said they're supposed to be nematode resistant. The Better Boy tomato is a nematode tolerant tomato. So I definitely want that in my garden next the end of fall. So I will drop those seeds in the house in November, and then I'll put them out in early February. So, but in the meantime, I did find me some Charleston bells, and I've got some Carolina Wonder. I don't know what I got them for. You know what? I think they're orange, and they only give you like 10 seeds, and I think they were $1.50. No, these seeds were between $2.50 and $4.50. I did order the cheddar cauliflower seeds, which was $4.50, and it's on back order. It says I won't get that until next week. But in the meantime, I did find some onions that I thought was interesting. I wanted some Chianti onions, and they had the Chianti there. Now, my friend Robin over there on the East Coast, she mentioned Chianti, and I just had to have them. She mentioned Chianti, and she mentioned can't think of the other name, but I wanted to try these Chiantis, and I've already planted them out in the yard. And then I found something else that was interesting: a giant red hamburger onion. Giant red hamburger onion. I love red onions. I certainly do. So I got the giant red hamburger onions, and I ordered those. I put those out in the garden already. I put the Chianti out in the garden, and I ordered 2 packs of sweet Spanish onion. Now these are, so one thing you have to remember, we are in so many different zones going. We got different grow zones. We have different parts of the state we live in. We have different frost dates, and then we also have different types of vegetables that we have to, that is more acclimatable. I want to use the right terminology. Different vegetables that grow in different regions of the United States. And in the South, I need to get short day onions. So you have short in the South, intermediate in the middle, and then you have long day. And it all has to do with timing of the sun and how many daylight hours you have. So therefore, we have to get short day onions, and then we have to start seeding our onions in between. It's up to you. I'm going to say in between, I'm going to say in between the 4th of July and September. You want to drop seeds for onion. That's all depending on where you are in the South. But do your own research, because I cannot hone in on a specific date when to start seeding your onions. But I'm going to say between July 4th and September. The latest you want to put them in the ground, October, November, December, so that you can overwinter them and have a spring crop of onions. Now, I've gotten that part down pat. I started seeding mine about the 4th of July. They're coming up. Hopefully they'll last through this heat. And if not, I'll just order some from Haas. But I plan on getting some of these seeds to hold on and grow to a certain size so I can have grown my own onions from seed to harvest. If not, I'll go another route. But so, thus far, I have white onions, candy onions, hamburger onions, Chianti onions, sweet Spanish onion. I have so many different varieties of onions growing, but these 4 packs are out in the garden, the newest ones. Let me bring you over the ones that I just put down about a week ago. I don't think these are a week old. I put those where they are. I put those in there. Now these are in the house. I have some that are outside, right there in the green stalk. I have others that are out there in a seed roll. And then I have the more recent ones that I just put over there in a raised bed that I hope that's going to germinate. So those are right there. And I want to say those are the candy. And these are about a week old. Now, I do have some that's up under the grow light over here. Oh gosh, well, there we go. I do have some down there, barely germinated. And these are growing like wildfire. So I have so many different stages of onions that I need to, let me get this out of here. Get that going. So, and I noticed that I have no bunching onions. I have no green onions, and I'm down to a pack and a half in the freezer. And I was just saying the other day, I find myself that I'm more intrigued to use green onion than I am whole onions. I love going to my freezer and grabbing me a handful of those green onions and throw them in whatever dish that I'm making, and go from there. So therefore, at this place, Reamer Seeds, they have the purple onion. They call it the purplet onion. And I put a whole mess of these out here. And then over there in my crop cage, I'm going to put those in my crop cage. So enough about the onions. I got all those onions out there. I got them started. So we're going to go from there. Hopefully we can get a nice onion haul. And so I have the Charleston Belle, Carolina Belle, and then, oh, that's another sweet onion. And then I got this Better Boy tomato. Now they said this is a nematode resistant. Now this turns out what is 10 seeds in here. I'm going to plant every one of them. I'm going to get every one of them in a medium in October. So October, November, December, January, they're going in the ground. And that's what I have for right there. Plus, I told you I got the cauliflower. One is on back order. And then I got the self-blanching cauliflower. I put some of these in the garden last night. Did I? No, I didn't. I used this cauliflower up here. I used a cauliflower that I had. And then why I bought more green beans beats me, especially for $2.50 when I just bought some green beans for 15 cents at the Dollar Tree. So I don't know why I bought more green beans, but it did. I know I need to get me some more bunching onions. I don't know if I want to buy them or just go over here to Aldi. Having sleeveless stuff on in the yard. Oh gosh, you get ate up. Oh, what was I talking about? Self-blanching. Oh, I don't know why I bought more green beans, because y'all, everybody should know now that the seeds are on sale at Dollar Tree for 15 cents. And I bought 2 packs and it was $2.50. And these are the Blue Lake Bush and the Contender bean. Now, one thing I had an issue with these beans when they grow, they have like a felt sensation on them, and I don't like that. I'm like a texture person, but I think these are the ones that I want. The white, it has like a white bean. I think that's gonna work for me. So let me see what what these look like. Because I think the ones got that funny felt sensation on them, that they're brown. Now this is contender bean right here. Well, we'll see how it goes. But they gave you a mess of them. I'm impressed with how many. So let me see how many I got for 15 cents. Green beans. So this is 15 cents, and this is Blue Lake. Same thing. Blue Lake, $2.50. Blue Lake, 15 cents. Now they say it's 50 beans in here. Y'all do the math. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 25. So 25 for 15 cents. They claim 50 in here. I don't know how that's 50. And that's 25. That's what they say. Anyhow, 15 cents, $2.50. And those are those beans that I got. And then plus I got some, says 750 seeds in here. Dwarf, Siberian, improved kale. And I got this kale because I've seen so many good kale salads, and I'm going to get out of the way of eating lettuce because I'm so, like, I want to make, I'm off topic. Like, I want to do subs tomorrow because I have this turkey that I want to make sub sandwiches. But when I tell you I'm scared to buy lettuce, I'm scared to buy lettuce. I'm going to have to find an alternative for lettuce, and I don't know. I'm scared to buy lettuce. And I don't have any grown or at all because it's too hot for it. I may have to find something else. I may have to make homemade pot pies with that turkey. But I want to do like kale salads and stuff. And I'm not a fan of raw kale or fresh kale. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm going to learn to become a fan of it. So, it's been 12 minutes of me just running my mouth. But, yeah, that's it, guys. I did another seed haul. It's called Reimer Seeds. If you want to check them out, I'm always checking out new places. REIMER Seeds.com. And they're based out of Maryland. And they do have nematode-resistant vegetables. So, people that's down in the south, you know, we got to be careful, rotate your crops. So that, because the nematode will take you out, and it is not merciful at all. All right, Miss C's, thank you for coming into my home. Thank you for allowing me into your home, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.